Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and here for this replay we have Guji72, and he's in the American Tier 6 SPG, the M44. As many of you know, the M44 was built on the chassis of the M41 light tank, but has a massive 155mm gun in a very unique mount which actually allows it to pivot and cover a very wide field of fire. And Guji's setting off to find some cover to fire from. He's loaded, ready to go. Okay, you can see a target at the other end of the map. That's a T-14 being spotted by the Leopard. Okay, he's aiming, letting the reticule contract. Oh no, he's decided not to fire for that one. He's decided to go for the KV-1. Rounds out. I think that was a little late actually. It's quite a long distance, so he needs to leave more than enough flight time for the shell. It's not loaded yet. There's a Churchill coming up. He can probably get a shot at that. It's slow moving enough. Takes aim, fires. Round goes out, but we don't see any results, so we don't know if any damage was caused. No other vehicles in sight. Oh, right, the enemy T-14 has come around the corner, and yes, he's gone straight for that rock, which is Arty safe. He's being engaged by the Leopard on Guji's team. Guji fires a round in, splashes the T-14, but he uses his first aid kit, repairs that splash straight away, or that stun straight away. No other tanks other than that T-14. And again, the T-14 is being hit by the Leopard, and the Leopard's been taken down. The Leopard was killed by an Su-100 box tank. Couldn't see that. Now that shot from Guji actually narrowly missed the KV-85, but splashed him for 112 hit points and gave him a stun. That Churchill's come into view as well. You can get a shot at this. Lines up the reticule, fires, rounds out, and the Churchill is killed before Guji's shell arrives, so he doesn't get anything there. Okay, there's another Churchill in the dip at the back right. Lines up the shot. He's waiting to reload. It's ready. Rounds out. Overshoots the Churchill. Goes over the top. That's unfortunate. Good thing about the M44, it's got such a fast reload. He can get another round out fairly quickly. And the Churchill's taking that punishment from some of the tanks that are on the horseshoe. Rounds out. And a direct hit this time. Kills the Churchill for 96 hit points. Okay, there's a KV-1's hiding in an Arty safe position around that corner. He's also safe from the 82, which is trying to attack him. Well, actually, the 82 is succeeding for that matter. He's getting some shots into that KV-1. Now, that KV-85 is being rather cheeky and trying to poke his nose around that corner to take shots. Guji fires and splashes him for 129 hit points and gives him some stun. Now, there's a Dicamax up on the rock face up there. Guji's having a look. He's waiting for the reload to go in. Almost ready. Now he's aiming slightly to the left. That's it. Rounds out. And a splash kill on the Dicamax. 35 hit points. When the Dicamax, when a vehicle has such a low health like that Dicamax, it always pays to fire in, because even if it narrowly misses, the splash from the 155mm gun should be enough to kill it. And that shot went at the KV-85 and splashed him again for 76 hit points, and the KV-85 has been killed by the other tanks from the stun, so he gets some stun assist as well. Now to the north, Guji's noticed on his mini-map that there's a T1 Heavy, a Panzer IV-H, and several other tanks, including a Chaffee. He aims at the T1 Heavy, lets the shell, and the shell goes in, strikes the rear of the T1 Heavy, takes him out completely for 254 hit points. And he's relocating quickly because those enemy tanks are getting close to the cap, and if he doesn't relocate, he will get spotted and destroyed. needs to be known that the enemy team does have an M44 of their own, and it's a very, very precise artillery. If the user aims it and aims it well, he can hit the target and do a lot of damage. So Gucci needed to get out of there, and the enemy is now capping with 2 vehicles. The heavies are approaching the cap, so he should get a spot soon, and he'll be able to fire a shell in and reset. Okay, he fires. I think he fired there at the Matilda. The Matilda's gone down anyway. He's been taken out. Okay, there's 2 tanks in the cap. It's probably the Panzer IV-H and the Type 64, last seen on the route from the north. Haven't seen them since. There's the Panzer IV-H. Yes, he's at the back of the cap. Gucci lines up the shot. The Panzer IV-H is reversing. He didn't account for the fact that it was pulling back. He needed to fire slightly to the right of it to ensure that it walked into the shell. And the Panzer IV-H has been taken out. And the Type 64 has gone down as well. The Type 64 was taken out by the Jagdpanzer, which was on the horseshoe. Right, so that means there's no other enemies nearby the cap. So Gucci's relocating north using the east passage, the east route. Now, he's decided to have a look down the far end where the tank that is shown on the mini-map was last seen. Can't see anything. Indicated that is his target, but he's decided not to fire. We know the SU-100Y, the box tank, was last seen on the north, and he's been spotted. Right, the SU-100Y has been spotted, but a 60 GFT is coming up the horseshoe. Now he's attacking the Jagdpanzer, and the Jagdpanzer takes him out. Okay, so Gucci's free to move now, and he's looking at that SU-100Y, the box tank. Use his right hand mouse button on the mini-map to look at it straight away, indicating his target. Using the T key to tell everyone what he's aiming at. But he can't see that box tank. It's gone back into cover. Now we've got a T-14 and a T-150 coming up from the south. They should spot him soon, even if it's only a proximity spot from being close to the box tank. Now, as many of you know, the box tank has a massive, great naval gun on it, which makes it quite deadly. And of course, earlier in the game, the box tank took out the Leopard, which was right on top of the horseshoe. So presumably he was shooting from the same area he is in right now. But we're still waiting to see. And we found, there's the box tank. He's sitting behind that rock. Gucci lines up a shot on his rear. Nope, he's moved back into cover. He knew his sixth sense went off and he moved because he knew that he was being seen. Gucci fires in the round anyway, but we don't know if it did any stun or... Yes, it did stun. It did stun, but we don't know if it actually did any damage. But the SU-100Y is taken out by the Jagdpanzer IV. Okay, that just leaves the enemy M44. And we don't know where that M44 has gone, because he could be anywhere. He could be up near the cap, the enemy cap, or he could be in the northwest corner. Now, the Jagdpanzer is near the cap, so if the M44 was near, you should be able to see it. And there he is. There's the enemy M44. It's been spotted in the middle. T114 to one side, T150 to the other. Gucci extends his view, looks straight to where the M44 is. The M44 tries to shotgun the T150 and misses. Gucci lines up the shot on where it's going to be. Round goes out and direct hit. M44 is taken down with a direct hit, or one shot, and that wins the battle. Oh, this is a result. Gucci has just won his first mark of excellence for the M44. In order to do that, you have to consistently score more damage than, or more player assistance damage than 65% of all the other players using the M44. So his first mark of excellence, showing he's a consistent player. He got a third-class tanker for that battle, a bruiser medal for damaging enemy and injuring crew members at least 5 times during a battle, and a fighter badge for killing at least 4 of the enemy. If we look at the team scores, we can see that Guji came 4th with 1062 hit points of damage. He came 2nd with 4 kills, and he came 3rd on XP with base XP of 708 XP experience points. If we look at detailed reports, 15 shots fired, 3 direct hits, 3 penetrations, 6 splash damage, damage of 1062, all from more than 300 meters. He damaged 6 vehicles and killed 4. Damage due to his assistance was 206 hit points. Damage due to his stuns was 349, and he caused 5 stuns. He has a premium account, so he earned 29,424 credits. After deductions for ammunition, because he didn't suffer any damage at all, was 21,849 credits he takes home. And his XP was 1062, times 2 for first victory of the day, means that he takes away 2,124 XP. So well done, Guji. Another good round, and congratulations on your first mark of excellence. If you like this video, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully I will see you in the next replay.